begin by saying thank you for your vote of confidence and your 11th nomination. It's hard to imagine that so many years have passed, and this is number 11. And I've got to tell you, it was never a plan. It was a time of need in the city, very difficult economic times, and there was a rallying cry from our party. And I was fortunate enough to get that nod. And I must say that over the years, while many things have changed, there has been a great supporting cast from this Republican team. I think Dan highlighted some of those very, very important issues that we were facing with back in 1991 and what our city has evolved to. And I want to say thank you to those of you who were here in '91 for being part of something that the state of Connecticut recognized as very, very positive. And while there are many people who are not here for one reason or another, have moved or have passed on, I thank them for the time that they spent with this tradition of success in Shelton. And I thank them for their support, because nobody does this by themselves. You need an effective team. You've heard me say that time and time again, and it's true. You need a supporting cast of people who aspire to the same goals and aspirations and are pulling the ship in the same direction. Probably the single biggest thing that's wrong with our state and our country. In Shelton, we are the exception. So thank you for being part of that. So what's different today in 2011 that wasn't so in '91? Well, I'm the same height. I'm the same weight. I've got my hair, it's just a different color. But I think more importantly, what's different is that in '91, we aspired to a set of goals of tax stability, open space, education, and infrastructure, ongoing improvements, and building our economic base. And I think that we've done that far beyond people's expectations. And what's different is that our grant list in '91 was less than $1 billion. Today, it's over $5 billion. There was no plan in '91 for open space purchases, and there was very little open space that was preserved in the city. Today, there's over 2,000 acres that's set aside, and we continue to buy more. If you haven't seen, just last week, we bought another 37 acres because it's the right thing to do. And Shelton will become the beneficiary of that open space forever. And when you look at our school infrastructure, our single biggest expenditure over the course of 20 years, we've built new schools, we rehabbed others, we've made investments in technology, we've made investments in our athletic complexes. And we continue to do it because you have to. And you have to continue to keep pace. And we can continue to keep pace because we have our financial house in order. You know, our critics complain about our debt. But what do the national rating agencies say about our debt? Read for yourself, but the gist of it is that our debt is low and our amortization schedule is very rapid. And that simply means, I don't know that there are maybe this many municipalities in the state of Connecticut that retire debt like we do, 5 or 10-year notes. Almost unheard of. And because we do that, we're able to continue to make investments in our infrastructure without impacting our taxes. Look at the number of businesses that have come here. And if you don't understand that, look at the number of jobs that have followed. In '91, there was probably 10,000 people that came to work here every day. In 2011, it's anywhere from 23 to 25. So somebody obviously sees something very positive about our economic picture, because businesses don't make the kind of capital investments in our city, in any city, without understanding that there's an opportunity to prosper and to grow. And there are many businesses that have done that over the course of the last 20 years. And so, where do we go from here? The challenge for all of us really is to maintain